back to SPORTSCAST live on a Wednesday hump day from the Juicy Whip Studios. Nice crisp night in Southern California.
Yes.
I know everyone thinks we're a bunch of pussies on the East Coast, but it's cold out here.
It's 54 freaking degrees.
It's cold.
Freaking cold front.
It's cold out here.
It's
Welcome
a
back.
nor'easter.
It is. Welcome back to SPORTSCAST, though. Again, live here every Wednesday, 6:30 to 8:30. We've got a special guest in studio for you guys today. He's been on here before, so he's part of the Hall of Shame. We've had Joe Bartnick in here. Joe.
Hey, what's happening?
Kids are happy. That's right, Joe Bartnick. You guys can find him from the Puck Off podcast you do with Fraser Smith. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. And
Good
I do a morning skate every
I
morning.
love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
as much as I follow sports all the time, I don't have a time really to watch every game or know what's going on. And, obviously, we've been huge hockey fans, me and Knocker. This guy gives it to you in 2 minutes, like what happened the night before, which is fantastic. That's all I need. I don't need any more than 2 minutes.
I've seen it. I like it.
I like it, too.
Thank you.
So
It's fun.
Follow him on Facebook. Also on the Puck Off podcast. That's on iTunes, right? You can find that on iTunes.
Everything's we're all great podcasters seen and heard.
And if you guys, seriously, we got a lot of hockey heads on this show. If you guys need a hockey podcast, he's the one to go get. So he's going to be with us all show, going over all our NFL. We got Rapid Fire coming up today. We've got You Got Knocked the Fuck Out, a couple great ones. We've got Kevin Harlan calling the call again of some streakers on the field. Remember Kevin Harlan calling that one with the Rams game? Yes. Well, this time it's two guys, and he just calls it fantastic.
Nice.
So I'll bring you that. We've also got a guy punching out a kangaroo, so we'll bring you that later in the show from the Aussies.
Nice.
And
That's the Flintstones, right?
Yeah, got the Flintstones out there.
Come on, you remember that episode. The Flintstones.
Oh, I love the Flintstones.
Bam,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The kangaroo.
Yeah.
You remember that? You don't remember that.
I don't remember that one.
God, who the hell cares?
Well, that's the last time man went up against kangaroo. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad. Thank you for that.
That's
wise
not true. That's
information.
not true.
We really need you to interject
before
with that.
this one.
Thank you.
Hey!
Thanks for interjecting my intro with that. That we really needed that. Hey, remember? Hey, who's the Juice? Who's that? When you see here, the Juice, who is that?
OJ.
Well, why do you think he's called the Juice?
Because OJ's orange juice.
Okay,
OJ.
well, I think
Orenthal.
that name has completely different meaning after I bring you the story of what he's known for in prison and why the juice has completely different meaning. So we'll
He's
bring you
known
that
as
later.
prune juice in prison.
Well, yeah. Oh, you're getting my point. We're going to get there later in the show. Also coming up, San Diego State player punches a Wyoming player in the dick right in front of the ref and doesn't even get caught for it, Knock.
You're kidding.
I mean, if you're getting a dick shot, the guy should at least get flagged for it.
You would think,
right?
right?
You would think. Because you had a bad day, MMA fighter accidentally punches out his ringside chick. Dude. It's great stuff. I'll bring you all that video. Knocker's got his college football rant as usual. So you guys love
I got something to say.
I know. Joe's partner. We're going to talk a lot of hockey on tonight's show. We had a huge hit over the weekend. Some guy getting stretchered out yesterday. Was it last night?
Yeah, Adam Hall just ran clean, completely clean.
Yes.
Even on my phone, someone said to me instantly, and usually I say, "Oh, that's a clean hit," and then I get home on the big screen like, "Oh, he got run." That was literally a double elbow to the
head. Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes, American Dream. Let me tell you something, Daddy.
Skates 8 inches off the ground, right?
Yeah. But that was completely clean, and you know what, son? Keep your head up.
Yeah, it's the number one thing to tell you, man. It's the number one thing.
Eric Lindros, the biggest the Legion of Doom, he never learned that lesson.
What was it?
And he was bigger and tougher than
Who's the
anybody.
dude that hit him on the Devils? That
Scott Stevens.
Oh,
Todd Stevens was a bad man.
that open ice hit on Lindros is one of the best hits I've ever seen in
like
hockey.
5 of them.
Oh God, just destroyed him.
Eric,
So a lot of
look up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. A lot of hockey talk going on later in the show. We'll also get into a little bit of our rapid fire. A lot of stuff going on in baseball.
Winter meetings going on right now.
We got some rule changes. We got a lot of trades.
Yeah.
Red Sox making some moves as well. So we'll talk about that. Klay Thompson goes off for 60 points, Knock.
29 minutes.
Woo!
Not bad.
So we'll get to that later.
Did you hear the thing about Barkley calling it girly ball?
Oh God! You know what, Charles?
He's done.
He's
old now.
I like Charles because I do think that he speaks what he feels, but half the time what he feels or thinks is really stupidity. It's just
You don't agree with that?
that today's basketball's for girls.
No, that just taking threes, not going inside is not like it's not the most manly way to play basketball.
I think why do I need to go in and wreck my body and end my career 5-6 years earlier from going to the hole and getting hit by a 7-footer when I can drain threes all day?
Charles,
right, and that's what's inherently wrong with the NBA right now. Is everyone
they take the 3-point away.
Exactly, or make it really, really far away.
What, you want to play Harlem Globetrotters like 3-point from the half-court line?
No, I like when you have to get to the basket. I like 3 points the old-fashioned way because you earn it.
Because you went to the hole and won.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No.
Why don't you and Knocker have a podcast called The Old Farts? Why don't you guys have one?
But here's what I really
bad idea.
Here's what I wanted to bring up though, because Rachel Nichols of all people was like, that just gives women a terrible. My daughter's 12. She plays against 12 to 15-year-old boys. You know what? Girls should be playing like men. They shouldn't be playing like girls. That's the whole. Rachel Nichols, you're one of the reasons why no one watches ESPN anymore. Shut up.
Yeah,
tell us Barkley.
And we know that's not your natural hair color. Okay, all right. You keep
Wow.
changing all your hair colors. We don't like
Check
it.
you out. How do you know?
I used to like her. All right. You guys can call the show today, 626-208-9040.
One way to find out.
You guys can tweet us at SPORTSCAST_THN. Knocker will be on the Twitter line. Again, you can call us, tweet us all during out the show. As we do normally on the show, we can get to our weekend fun. I've got a couple little rants, complaints of my weekend to get to you guys. I want to get your thoughts. My first one, you're a parent. I didn't know you have a 12-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I got an 8.5-year-old daughter, so this is going to be kind of related to that.
Right.
These Facebook parents that are complaining that they can't find this Hatchable toy online, and they're really stressing out about it.
Oh, we're going Cabbage Patch again.
Oh,
with something?
dude, I
Are
can't.
we really?
I can't take it, Knocker, about these parents in this trophy society. Tell your kids, sorry, you're not going to get it this year. Sorry. And they're like, oh my God, sad face, can't find it anywhere, been shy for 2 days. If anyone has any information, please tell us. Like, I don't care about your damn kids not getting what they want for Christmas. All these kids are goddamn spoiled. Stop treating them like this little trophy society. They don't need a Hatchable that's $59.99 that they're going to throw away in 6 months. I shit on you, Hatchables. And with my point to that, my next thing to that is... with Christmas, now you have a 12-and-a-half-year-old. You're a 12-year-old, right?
Yeah, 12 and a half.
Does she believe in Santa or not?
No.
When did that stop?
I mean, there's no Santa?
Yeah. All the kids listening in the car, I don't know, a few years ago,
A few years ago?
A few years ago.
Did you have to break that news to her?
Oh, I did because I was sick of buying for everything. There's
It's like getting double presents. Like, look, these are all for me. I earned these. I worked all year. I'm the one that spent the money. Screw the guy at the big beard. I bought all these.
You think I like taking 3 planes to tell dick jokes to a bunch of rednecks to pretend
so Santa can get the credit?
Yeah.
Been sleeping in slummy hotels,
I played Poughkeepsie for that goddamn doll.
Yeah. I think it was a gift so nice I couldn't give Santa the credit for. Like, I'm not giving Santa the credit for this.
Did she feel bad when you explained to her?
No, she knew.
She knew.
They knew. They know, but then for 2 years they go along just in case. Kind of like while your mom goes to church or my mom goes to church. They know, but just in case.
Take that, Jesus.
Take that, Jesus. Well, it's because my daughter's 8.5. She's getting to that. She's getting to that
Santa's
point.
a fake to Jesus is a fake in one sentence.
She's getting to that point where, like, Dad, come on, like, really? And I'm like, how long do I keep the innocence for, and how long do I just crush her soul?
Well, do you have younger?
No, I only have her.
Oh, well, then you don't have to worry about her crushing the soul of a 4-year-old.
No, because she's 8.5. She's like, Dad, how does he get in the house if there's no chimney? Because I don't have a chimney. How does he get in the house?
He's magic.
I'm like, well, we leave the sliding door open for him. Oh, really? So he just walks it? Like, she's asking these questions now, and I'm like, do I keep the lie up because she knows I'm bullshitting out of my ass?
Absolutely.
Or do I just crush it for her? I don't know what to do.
What grade is she in?
She's 3rd grade.
It's time to.
It's like it's like this is the last year I could kind of maybe pull it off.
Bullshit on that.
Yeah, she's calling. That's what she's saying right now.
Well,
like you said, I think she's gonna play it off to get the presents.
Absolutely.
Like, why not believe in Santa? Oh yeah, I believe him.
Look, I know it's Grandpa.
Where's my Santa presents, Mom? I didn't get any this year.
I know it's Grandpa, gosh. Okay.
Also,
Well, you know what's funny is I remember the one year I think my wife left a tag on, and my daughter was like, Santa shops at Target.
This is made in Malaysia. What? What?
Yeah, I mean,
Santa knows how to bargain. He got this on sale.
Right.
when the gig's up, the gig's up. I know.
Okay.
I'd always rather just have my kid think that I'm cool and just like, this is the deal.
Okay.
Like,
Instead
then,
of a
like, pretend
bullshitter.
like,
Okay.
yeah, you
All
know.
right, I'm with you on that. And then lastly, Knocker, I saw the movie Allied over the weekend. A guy suggests pretty good movie.
Okay.
Brad Pitt. It wasn't a
I
bad
like it.
movie.
All right.
And lastly, on my stuff, me and this guy had a conversation before the show started, Knocker.
Okay.
This man is never. How old are you? I don't want to put your age. Are you a lady? You don't want to put it out there.
No, I'm 47. It was so great. My birthday was like a couple weeks ago. I'm
Happy
so
birthday.
bad at math, I thought I was already 47. So it was like I was like, yeah, I got a whole year. I'm not even making that up for.
Like Phoebe on Friends when she thinks she's 2 years younger than she actually is.
I've never seen a whole episode of Friends either.
What?
What?
Yeah.
That's it. Goes right now. What else he's never been into? This guy's never been in a Walmart.
No, I
till
was
2
in
months
one
ago.
like 2
A
months ago.
Walmart?
Till
Yeah.
2 months ago.
Do you know how
47.
much material you're missing out on?
Yeah.
Dude, you could go a whole year on an hour visit to Walmart.
Yeah, you can have a whole
serious.
show skit out. I mean, you could do a whole comedy.
You have a whole
Don't
year's
they
worth
have
of
it now? There's an
material.
NBC show, isn't it called like Walmart or not Walmart? It's called like something.
Yeah, it's about the story, basically. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
spin-off.
I know which one you're talking
So
about.
what were your thoughts on? Because you've never been to. What are your initial thoughts of Walmart?
I was so amazed. I felt like I was at a really clean flea market.
Whoa.
Yeah, because
Okay,
no,
that's high standards, I guess, for a Walmart.
yeah, well, because I walked.
Did you
in-
get greeted?
Well, no.
No, they didn't have a good. Normally, see, they have like
Wow.
the mentally challenged guy, the old guy that can't really get a job out there, just shaking your hand.
Yeah,
before you
this was
walk into the
I
store.
mean, it was in a weird part of Massachusetts. I don't know. A lot of I don't think an old guy would have lasted too long in that one. I think he would have got rolled. The parking lot was kind of like the Wild Wild West.
That's Walmart.
Okay, that's Walmart. There you go.
Yeah. The parking
Okay.
the parking lot was like what's the Temple City, Vice City.
Oh, Vice City. Okay.
Yeah, the
The video game.
yeah,
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, it was like Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, that's a perfect description of a Walmart.
Okay. Trying to
Inside,
find a
what did
parking
you think
space
about
at Christmas time?
the shoppers inside?
I wasn't paying attention. I was with my friend, and she's really cool to me. Like, so I'm just like, I gave her this little like half-hour window. We gotta stop. I'm
Okay.
like,
Half hour.
That's all you spent in Walmart?
yeah. I mean, we ended up making it like 45 minutes because you tell a chick a half hour, it's 45 minutes. So, it's like,
I know
yeah.
how that goes.
But-
I tell her 10.
But I go,
Actually,
But basically, so I'm like, I'll give you, so I just, I'm a guy. I immediately go back to like the stereo,
The electronics, the TVs,
yeah.
the bright stuff.
Right. So on my way there, I saw a killer Beastie Boys old school like iron-on T-shirt
Okay.
that I thought for sure was like in a medium because those things never exist in my size.
Right.
Okay.
And it was
All right.
$5. I picked it. I said $5. I picked it up. It was double X. I'm like, this place is awesome.
That's a huge bit.
Yeah. I ended up buying like everything was so cheap. I bought 2 pairs of tennis shoes there.
That's
Yeah,
Walmart.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
bought some. I wasted like $150 for no reason. Not even wasted. I mean, well, I left all the stuff in New York. I'm like, here, I'll have tennis shoes for here.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
awesome.
All right, so I just thought it was funny. You've never been to a Walmart in 47
I
years.
did make her put back some of the food.
Did you? Oh. Yeah, you don't grocery
You
shop
don't
at a
grocery
Walmart.
shop at Walmart.
Well, she had all this fruit. I'm like,
Yeah, you don't get fruit or produce at a Walmart.
Yeah.
That's just not the way to go. I wouldn't suggest that. Knock, how was your weekend?
I worked. Sucked.
So you just want to skip you?
Yeah.
Okay. Renee,
It was good. I went to a show on Friday night.
what'd you see?
A band I like called Hepcat.
Is that a reggae type band?
Yeah, it's good actually. They've been around for a long time.
You got anything pulled up right now you could throw
Yeah, I
on?
do. Let me see if I can.
You got something? Let's see. Just wanna see what
Watch, it's gonna be commercials because fucking YouTube makes me wait like 5 seconds
I know.
before fucking
yeah.
something pops
yeah,
up.
YouTube's
Yeah, I
retarded.
hate it. Anyways, so yeah, Sherry and I did that. We drove out to. It's like this shit. It's like this shit right here. It's dancing music, man.
it's like ska.
Yeah. Go on and treat me like a jerk. You know, everybody in there is just like.
I can see myself with like a joint just
Dude, they're
chilling
bad.
out,
Dude, they have a
dude.
horn section, 3-piece horn section, keyboards.
Why
Okay, I
don't
can
you
dig it.
go
I
his
can dig it.
way?
Yeah, everybody's just dancing,
But do
grooving,
they
good
have
vibes,
the guy
dude.
in the pork pie hat doing nothing but dancing? Doesn't play an
No,
instrument.
they didn't have
doesn't
that, no.
sing.
No.
He's just
Yeah. No, they're good. Everybody's just like. That's
awesome, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
awesome.
cool.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's cool. We did that on Friday night, and that was it, dude.
Good weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Anything exciting over the weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I don't remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
I know that's like most of the time with us. All right, Knock. You guys call the show 626-208-9040. I still can't remember the number. I still got to look at that damn paper knocker. How long have we had that?
Where the hell was I at this weekend?
I don't even remember what I wore yesterday.
Joe's doing this weekend. He's living the fantasy life. Where was I?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I know as I started with announcing an 8-ball. And now I'm here.
There we go. Let's get into football. Here we go, Knock. go. Week 14 knock already. We got week 14 in the NFL.
Yes.
Sadly coming to an end.
Starting to separate.
NFL season, you're right. We knocked off a couple teams last week.
Oil in the water. Starting to separate.
And once again, my Cowboys continue their impressive 11-0 run here.
Dude.
I know it's coming.
You sitting there, no.
It's
They
coming.
should have lost that game. Minnesota's defense.
But that's
just
not a
wrapped.
definition of a good team when you win the games you're not supposed to.
No,
That's
I-
absolutely
I-
the definition of a good team.
Thank you
I
very much,
understand that,
Joe.
and they did win because a guy muffed an effing punt that he should never, ever have muffed.
You know?
They did nothing.
Well, Tony
Nothing.
Romo should never drop the field
They-
goal in Seattle,
They
but he did
nothing against
you
that
know?
defense. Nothing.
Don't hate.
And if
Don't hate.
poor old what's his name had anybody at left tackle that could actually pass block. He can run block, but he can't pass block for shit.
Yeah.
They might have thrown the ball more than 5 yards downfield at
Win's
a time.
a win.
I'm sure you talked
Oh,
about
I
this,
agree.
but Romo's speech was the classiest thing I've ever seen in
Absolutely.
sports.
Yeah, we both
And
give
no
that.
one has taken more shit for
Oh, no
for
one.
basically no reason
Yes.
than anybody
Like
in
this
modern
guy.
that I've ever seen.
Sure.
And he was the classiest guy I've ever seen.
He's the most
Absolutely.
underrated NFL quarterback maybe of all time.
I don't know about that statement.
I'm not going
but
there.
It was
wait,
just
a class.
Who's more underrated? Who's more underrated quarterback in history?
Well, Jay Cutler.
That got ragged on.
Brian
Cutler.
Sipe. But he never
Nice.
got ragged. He
Brian
never got
Sipe.
ragged, though.
But he's very underrated. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Richard Todd.
Romo just came into the. He was that guy too that social media just started blowing up to where you could say what you wanted to at any
Ryan
time about a
Leaf.
guy. And I
Having
think
a last name not to rip off
but Ryan,
Artie
you can't
Lang.
put Ryan Leaf.
But having a name that rhymes with homo didn't help.
Yeah, it did not help.
Did
at
not
all.
help.
Did not.
Um,
All right,
you
now
know.
throw me out some background here, Renee, and get the pictures ready if we roll through them here real quick.
By the
Knock.
way, Blackout Drunken has chimed in.
Oh, he's chimed in.
Yes.
All right, blackout.
Sailing right
He's
now.
sailing right now. Glad you're with us. All right, Knock. First up, Brock Gronkowski, man, just came out a little bit after last week's show. Going to be out for the rest of the season with back surgery. This is, again, an injury riddle the last 4 years. I believe he was out of game last year, 11 before that, and 4 before that.
I think he's done.
Yeah, man.
Third surgery on
I
your
mean-
back. You're pretty much done.
Whatever he does, do not go back to that Nickelodeon show.
Oh, God.
Oh my, that's like.
Is it bad? Never seen. Is it bad?
It is. It is unwatchable, and I love those kind of shows. Like Ridiculous is like my favorite
Ridiculous,
show.
Where you go over the YouTube
yeah.
clips or whatever. Yeah.
That is the worst thing
Worst
I've
thing?
ever seen.
Okay, so don't watch Rob Gronkowski.
I thought he was the guest. My daughter was like, "No, he's the host." She didn't know who he was. She's like, "He's that guy's the host." I'm like, "Oh
That's
my
great.
god."
That's
Wow.
great. Well, what does it do now for you with the Patriots' chances to win the
He
Super
hasn't
Bowl?
played all year. It doesn't make any difference at all.
Marcel's bench just
He
fills right
basically-
in.
Yeah, he's been a non-factor pretty much for the whole year. So no, I don't think it affects them at all. I think the most thing you need to be worried about is Tom Brady's legs.
Yeah, man,
There's
that knee
definitely
doesn't look
something-
good right
there's
now.
definitely something going on.
That knee doesn't look
and,
good.
yeah, if he's not healthy and they don't get home field advantage,
Watch out
there's
for the
a problem.
Ravens this weekend.
I
Playing
like
in New
Ravens.
England.
I
Watch
picked
out for the
Baltimore.
Ravens. So next
I
up
like
here
them.
now Cam Newton had a very rough year this year after his spectacular year last year, winning the MVP, coming off the Super Bowl series, Super Bowl season. But now things have kind of spiraled downhill this season for him, Knocker. Cam Newton, as far as his play is going, Renee, if you could get these ready to go up here. Now it seems you wondered why last week when they played on Sunday night against Seattle, the Seahawks, he wasn't out there for the first series.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why he wasn't out there. That's because he wasn't up to dress code according to the Panthers' rules.
Right.
Now, initially, reports were when he has press conference were, oh, it was just a mistake. I didn't have one with me. We've been on the road for 10 days. You know, it's my fault. I'm sorry. It's something that just happened. Well, comes out today, completely different story. And now this has me thinking completely different of Cam Newton in a completely different way because I like the kid. I just thought he was getting a little bad rap this year, but now this completely changed my mind. It comes out now today that actually he was told the night before by his coach, Ron Rivera, said, hey, you need to make sure you have a tie on tomorrow before you get on that bus, or I'm going to have to sit you for that first series. Cam Newton slept on it, still made the decision not to wear the tie and go against his head coach, not to put his team in jeopardy, but to show up as coach as the captain of the team. Uncalled for. I am completely over Cam Newton and his stuff, and I think that he's a one-hit wonder. I think that he had his 1 year in the NFL. Everyone caught up to him, caught up to his antics. I think that he's mentally not strong enough to be a quarterback in the NFL. His teammates can say what they want about him, but this has to have some effect if you're a player in that locker room saying, hey, Cam, really?
I agree with you 100%, but Ron Rivera is going to have to update to Office 2017.
Why is that?
Because he's going to need to get his resume in order. Because Cam Newton will be there next year. And Ron Rivera will not be there next year.
That is true.
Wow,
But
that's a little harsh.
But he's right, though.
He just went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he's right, though, Docker. With the way the NFL is constructed, you can't let it go of a quarterback that is that caliber.
Yeah, even though
Jake Cutler's been playing all these years. I mean, that's a perfect example.
No, well, I just think he went. I mean, Cam's like the one guy in the one town, and Rivera, he can't win that fight because they're struggling to sell season tickets.
Cam's a god.
He's a star.
Yeah, and he's a star.
He's a star, but he's not a great quarterback.
I agree.
But he's a star.
Now, did you throw his outfits up? Those different outfits that Renee was throwing up. You guys can watch us live right now on Ustream. We'll have the video up tomorrow on YouTube. Knocker, he's more concerned about looking like this after in his post game than he is actually about winning football games at this point.
He's going Bosworth. This is exactly the Brian Bosworth. If you ever seen that 30 for 30,
Oh, yeah,
that's exactly what happened to him. Now, I wasn't a fan when he was drafted. You know that, right?
I know.
And then I
You
became
kinda
a
came
fan
around, right?
When he made that speech and said,
Yep.
I need to be a better leader, better teammate, better quarterback. It's not about me, it's about the team. And then as soon as they had that success last year, it went right back to all about me. I think it's a sickness. It's a disease. Someone's going to have to go, and unfortunately,
His
show
rookie-
up your coach like that.
His rookie year was incredible. But he never had any better. And this year, he said he was scared.
Yeah.
That is.
It is.
That
You
is
can't
not
say-
what. That is not what. That
Yeah.
no one's ever. I mean, men have taken beatings with baseball bats basically in this league for years. I mean, look at the beatings that like Kenny Anderson used to take.
Oh my God.
That cite all these. I mean, when Favre was a Viking, he took a beating like I want to use quote Mike Lang, like a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
I mean, and he never once said, "I'm scared." Cam Newton's 6'6", like 260. And he's scared.
Yeah,
he should retire now if you're scared.
Yeah,
he
like
has some issues.
he's
definitely.
more looking. Yeah, he's more into the spotlight star aspect than he has being
sad to
football.
watch.
So
It.
just
Sad to watch it crumble.
Yeah, crazy news coming out. Now it looks
to your
like
thing. I'm sorry, Joe. To your thing, you want to know who took a beating in the NFL? I just watched some film the other day. Ron Jaworski.
Oh, Jaws,
Jaws guy.
absolutely.
Lawrence Taylor
Beat the
beat
shit
the
out of him,
living shit out of that poor man for 6 years
Oh, how about Jaws?
on his blind side.
How
for
about Jaws
6
as a
years.
chief? I mean, that's just being into masochism. When you become a chief in the '80s, I mean, that's just you like
God.
you like the cold and getting. He wants head damage.
As tough as nails, Ron Jaworski, man. He took some serious.
Second greatest Eagle quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Behind Randall Cunningham, in my opinion.
There you go.
Norm Van Brocklin.
Oh, there you go. That's a little before my time.
Thank you.
Go.
Only championship in Philly history. Thank you.
There you go, Knock. Well, I know who doesn't have a championship? This guy, but he keeps getting contract extensions. How does Jeff Fisher get a contract extension? I don't understand.
Wait, no, that is really.
The Rams. Yes, he got it for 2 more years.
Like
he won't
today?
be there. Yeah, before he just
About
got
3
his
days
ass
ago.
kicked. Before he got his ass kicked by the Patriots, like, hey, here's an extra 2 years, Jeff Fisher.
And so does
you
the
haven't won
GM.
more than 8 games your whole career, except for 1 year.
Did Eric Dickerson sign off on that?
Oh my God!
Did you guys talk about that last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm so on Dickerson's side, man.
Yes, but I will say this though: saying that I bleed Rams, I'm a Ram forever.
Yeah.
He took the money and went to the Colts.
Except for that.
I mean, that's the most hypocritical
Except
guy.
for that.
Yeah, except for the fact that you went to the Colts for when no one did. He was like the Jackie Robinson of saying "F you" to your team,
That's funny stuff right there.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with you, but what? Not. I know you're a Rams.
I'm a
fan.
Ram for life unless the Colts give me more money.
I know you. I know you're a Rams guy, Knock.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all. I just truly don't. I was talking to O-Dog last night on his show in the game. Why do him and Marvin Lewis keep getting passes
I don't understand
year
it.
after year after year for being mediocre?
Just drafting a
Just-
guy who didn't know what
I
way
don't-
the sun sets.
I just don't understand. You give him another 2 years. You give him another 2 years? You know why? You know why he got the 2 years? Because the stadium's not going to be done for 2 years.
You're
so
a
they
good
can
point.
blame everything on him
Yep.
and can his ass right before
And
they
bring in
play
a big
the new
name.
stadium.
And bring in a big name for the new
That is
stadium, man.
exactly what's gonna
I'm
happen.
kind of agree with you on that. It's like, hey, we're going to be kind of fluctuating for the next 2 years. Let's just keep this guy because he's here.
And we can bury him.
We can bury him and bury him, and then we'll just let him go. So you're kind of right, Knock.
That's a great point.
It is a good point. Knock, next up here.
2 years for that stadium?
Yeah, man.
That's cool. Now I have 2 years to go to the Coliseum.
Yeah.
I missed it this year.
Coliseum looks good, man.
It's
nice.
It's like you conjuring up Rayford Johnson.
Seriously, absolutely, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's in a bad area, though.
Yeah, but you know what? You can take the train.
Oh, right Inglewood's going to be a better area? Thank God they're moving the posh Inglewood.
Yeah, right.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
They're going George Jefferson.
Knocker, we're about, again, we got about a month left in the season here.
Yes.
We kind of got a good idea of who our MVPs might be in the NFL at this point.
Right.
Right now, you're looking at Derek Carr.
Yes.
Right now, looking at he's got a 65% completion percentage. Got 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Not bad. You also got Tom Brady up there, Knocker. 68% completion, 2,400 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 1 interception. You got Ezekiel Elliott having a monster season for the Cowboys as well. Got 12 rushing TDs, 1,200 yards already. Then you got Matt Stafford, surprisingly, for the Lions. Having a great year. 67 completion percentage, 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Having one of his career years this year. Then you got Dak Prescott. Again, Rookie of the Year, leading the Cowboys. Out of those 5, because those pretty much your top 5 there, who are you giving your MVP to right now?
Ezekiel Elliott.
Really?
Yes. Dak Prescott does not do any of the things that he's doing without the threat of a running back. Without Ezekiel Elliott back there, busting
does he not do it with the threat of a running back or having the offensive line he had?
Well, it's both. I mean, it's
well,
all, but hang on. They had the same offensive line last year with Tony Romo and no running back. And nothing happened. They were crap. Okay? They bring in a running back who not only is a threat of a breakaway, he can run inside the tackles, and he can catch the ball. Okay? So having that running game makes everything else open up for Dak Prescott. The fact that Des Bryant got hurt, and he has no relation with Dak Prescott being a rookie coming in, he doesn't have to feed the kitty that is Des Bryant. Okay? I meant Des Bryant. My bad. I meant Des Bryant. So he is now distributing the ball to all the weapons that the Cowboys have. But without that running back, without Ezekiel Elliott being that threat, Dak Prescott does not have the numbers they have, nor do the Cowboys. It's basically the same team with a rookie quarterback that had no running back last year.
And this is going to become surprising from my mouth, and as much as I'm a Cowboys homer, I don't think either one of them deserve it.
Okay.
And for exactly the point you brought up. Because if I give it to someone, I give it to the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, because that might be the best offensive line we've ever seen in the history of football.
Sure it is.
It's unbelievable, and I think Ezekiel Elliott benefits from that, and so does Zach, and they both benefit from each other. So in that case, I think the real MVP of this year is Derek Carr or Matt Stafford. I think one of those two guys, for taking organizations like the Raiders, like the Lions, complete embarrassments for the last decade or more, and you get, not only if you're the Raiders, you get to win the division, which could possibly happen, but the Lions actually getting to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and winning the division.
Don't have a problem with
I got to give it to Carr or Stafford because they're doing it with less right now, especially Stafford. Stafford's doing it with, I can't even name who his top receivers at this point.
Absolutely. Agreed.
So I got to give Stafford up there as my MVP this year. So
I can't argue that. I really can't argue that point.
All right. Lastly, here, Knock. You know Kevin Harlan. He's the man, right? When it comes to calling sporting events here. Renee, if you could turn that down real quick. Well, early in the season, right? That Rams, I think it was the Niners game. Yeah. Yes. When we had that streaker and he called him out in the field. Great call, right?
Fantastic.
He's at the 50 tackled down. Well, we had 2 more streakers, Knocker, over the weekend because if you're a Jets fan right now.
The most exciting thing that happened the entire
at the Jets game. I mean, if you're a Jets fan, you might as well make your own entertainment at this point, right? Well, that's exactly what these guys did, and Kevin Harlan, again, was on the call, and here we go.
6-yard line.
Well, that was the biggest cheer of the night as we got a couple of idiots running out on the field right now, taking their shirts off, running all over the place. And the last person I would want to run into is a New Jersey State Trooper.
Did you see
just
that
like
tackle?
that?
Oh, and the other guy's knocked down.
They're actually hitting harder than the Jets defense. I'll tell you, that one kid may be just absolutely knocked out on the 26-yard line, Kevin. That was just a unbelievable hit by a New Jersey State Trooper who came in right in behind him.
Good stuff.
Don't be messing with the state troopers, man. I'm telling you.
I love it.
On a cold night when they laid 500
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Jets.
you gotta
right?
see
They laid
that.
500 on the
Yeah.
Jets that night.
Oh, you know the security guard's pissed as shit. They've been hearing fans out. They're just ready to deck that guy. You know they are.
That's awesome.
All right, take me out to break here, Renee, just to clean it up here real quick. Injuries around the league here. Luke Kuechly practiced. Remember that scary hit Luke Kuechly took for the Panthers, the linebacker? He's back at practice, so
Good.
back for the Panthers this week. Bad injury for the Giants. Having actually surprisingly good season. J.C. Pierre-Paul, remember the guy blew off his fingers with
JPP,
fireworks? Had a pretty good season, but he's going to be out for the rest of the year having a surgery on, I guess, his core muscle. So he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Big loss for the Giants
Absolutely,
here.
coming right
up
into
against
Dallas
the Cowboys.
this week. Yeah.
Julio Jones looks promising that he's going to play against the Buccaneers this weekend, so that's a big play for the Atlanta Falcons. That's going to be a big game for the Bucs this weekend
He is
coming
off
up.
the charts this year. Unbelievable what he's doing
He is,
this
but
year.
again, Falcons are the Falcons, man. Sorry, Saline, but they're the Falcons.
Blackout, man. You got to still be drinking from that loss.
I know. And, man, this was a crazy one. You remember, see that hit over the weekend in that Sunday night game? Earl Thomas, man.
Yeah.
Nasty, breaking his leg going over the top. He actually tweeted out he's considering retirement after this. We'll see what that does, that Legion of Boom for the Seattle coming up, because that's a big part.
10 years. He was in that 06 Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, USC, Texas.
Those are injuries, and Trevor Siemian, we'll see. He's a game-time decision coming up, so it'll be him and Paxton Lynch for the Broncos. All right, guys, we get back. We're going to get to our pigskin pick'ems, guys. Week 14, we're going to go over all your winners here. Again, we got Joe Bartnick in studio. Get us some NHL talk as well. We got college football, a lot going on.
Hey, we got to change the calendar.
We got to change the calendar. We got shot of the week
Refill
coming
our
up, so
drinks.
get those in.
Yeah.
We got our drinks, so we'll get back right after this on SPORTSCAST.